Hello and welcome back to the Power of BI channel. And in this video, I'll be going through programming with TSQL. This is an advanced level video where I will be creating stored procedures and user-defined functions. And going through in this one, we'll be going through creating stored procedure to group TSQL statements so that they can be reused whenever it's needed. And also, we'll be executing the stored procedure as well. And we are combining we will be using simple user defined function as well. So as you know, stored procedures are the name of groups of transactional SQL statements that can be used and reused whenever they are needed. So stored procedure can return result, manipulate data, and also perform administrative actions on the server. You may need to execute stored procedure that someone else has created as well, or you can create your own as well. So the best part of stored procedure is we will be reusing the code. It also involves security because it will have allow user to program to perform certain operations on the database object without giving permission to the table. We will also this stored procedure benefit is that improve the quality and error handling as well as improving performance as well. So there are basically three types of stored procedure. One is user defined stored procs. The second one is temporary stored procs, and the third one is the system stored proc. And we'll be going through the user defining stored proc as well as the going through the overview of stored procedure as well. We can see some stored procedures here, and then if we can just open this up, it will show me the procedures related to error logging as well as all the statements are there in this. um, so as we can see, we we can execute some stored procedures that are dependent on that are being previously created, or we can create a stored procedure. So if you can see, we can write here create procedure. It starts off with, so this is a statement create procedure, and then we'll give a schema name. So sales lt dot get top products prod, and then we use as, and then select top 10 name, sorry, name comma list price from sales lt dot product, group by name comma list price. So this is the first statement and the simple statement that we are executing, and if it will just say command completed successfully. So this means that the stored procedure has been created. If we refresh this and if we see here sales LC get top product, so the simple way to execute is exe. If we run and execute this, this is giving me top 10 products related to that. We can also use execute the complete statement, which returns the same result. So this is the basic creation of stored procedure. You can put as many select statements or any DML statements as well. We can also have this stored procedure can also have inputs as well as the outputs as well. It can return. So in order to modify our stored procedure, what we'll do is we'll just use alter command. So we'll use alter procedure as, and then we can give a variable called count in that, and then we can call this variable here. We'll just put it in the parenthesis. So there you go. And this count, we need to specify the data type as well here. So if we try to execute this, so this is altered in the procedure. And if we execute this again, it will not run. It will say the procedure expect a parameter count. So what we'll do is we'll just use count equals 15, and let's see what happens. It will giving me 15 records. Based on that, what happens is that this parameter is passed here, and this is called here as well. So it will be replacing the top statement, count statement, and list price, and getting all the list price of top 15 products. So we'll execute this statement or stored procedure based on the uh, the input parameter. All stored procedures, if are under the programmability section, we have stored procedure, and all stored procedure has a parameter um, subfolder which shows where this parameter has been defined. So this means that it's saying this count is defined. It's an integer type input, and then there's no default values around it. We can also say a value by default, and we can alter the result as well here. So if we don't want to specify a value, it will by default display 10. If we specify a value, it will be displaying the input value. So these are the default values. So if we refresh this now, there is some default value associated here. So this means that we can specify, and it mentions that there is a default value that is being specified here. Similarly, taking an input, we can also have an output of the stored procedures as well. So if we create a stored procedure, and then we can um, give an output of the value as well to the stored procedure. So the create statement is there, alter statement is there. We can also have a drop statement that drops the procedure. We can just give a name of drop, and then we'll display the name. It will drop the procedure name as well. Next, what we'll do is we'll move on to the user defined functions. User defined functions are similar to stored procedure, um, but they are stored separately from the table in the database. These functions accept parameters, perform some action, and return some action as well. So you can use this function in place of the table where when writing the select statement. So user defined functions are meant to perform calculations, use the result within another statement, or as compared to the stored procedure that can encapsulate the function and statements and even modify data within the database. User defined functions are stored here, like this is there are three types of functions categories. One is the table value functions, and scalar value and aggregate value function as well. So if we see this function, it's showing this create function statements, and then it is returning a table. So this means that we need to use returns command, and as well as the details about the tables as well. So if we, for example, if I go to a new query and then use create function sales lt dot function abc, and it is taking as category id integer. So this is returns, and now we are using returns and the keyword as table, and then as a return. Now, so this is the definition of the function, that it takes a value and then returns a table. And then we are using the actual return statement saying that select static from sales lt dot product. And now since we have taken an input where product category id equals at the rate category id. So this has created a function. So if I renew this is if we refresh this, it is showing as me as function abc, And then what we'll do is we'll just use select static from saleslt dot function abc, and now it's asking me for a value. So if I go a value here, it will show me all the results related to product id, sorry, product category id 18. So if I go to product category, like for example, if I use select product category id comma name, from this it will return all products related to 18. We can also use 28 as well, just given an option. So this is showing as three categories for category id as 28. So it is taking an input, processing it, and applying a function. Next is the scalar value functions. Scalar value function is a user-defined function that returns only one value, unlike the table value function that, this is very used for simple frequent statements. Like for example, to get a product list price for a specific product on a certain day. So we can determine, we can take an input and uh, an order date as well. So and then it returns the list price. So it is just returning a single price. So if we have entered, for example, product category id as 28 or product id as 700, and then given a date as an input, it will give me the product price as well. So this is frequent calculation but returning just one results. Also note that we can build a function, table value function, that is with multiple statements as well. But with multiple statements, we need to have a begin and end keyword in between. So begin and end, and then we can write up multiple statements like select, as well as declare or the variable or stuff like this. In order to summarize, what we've done here is we've used stored procedures. We've also used we've created stored procedures. We have executed stored procedures. We have passed parameters to the procedures, and we've also used user-defined functions related to table value as well as the scalar value as well. One thing we missed is about the aggregate function. Aggregate function just group by the statements, um, and stored the information accordingly. So this is it from this part of the video. I'll see you in the next video. Please do not hesitate to comment on the feedback so that I can improve. And if you have any query, please just let me know in the comment section. And please like and subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you in the next video. Have a good day. Thank you.